We're going to take a tour of this tides gizmo. You've got a couple of different panels here. On the left, you'll see the simulation that's got the Earth. It shows the tides. It shows the name of the tide if there's a special tide happening, and it shows the position of the moon, and it shows us where a fisherman is standing. The sun is over here to the left somewhere, so that's where the light on both the Earth and the moon is coming from. The controls are pretty simple. You just have a control to start it playing, and you can change how fast it's going. If you put it somewhere about here, that's about where you'll need that. When you reset it, it's going to keep the speed, and you can see I can make it go faster and slower, and there'll be different times to be useful about that. The other controls are just pause or continue, or you can reset, and that's going to take you back to day 0, hour 0, minute 0. There's going to be a table that'll just show data, and we're not going to work with that one a lot. There's also a bar chart that shows where this fisherman is in the simulation. That's where he's standing. You can see the bar chart is going to show the tides get low tide and high tide and low tide. So you can see he's at low tide on the planet here and low tide over in the picture. And it also tells you it's nighttime. You get over here to a high tide, and you can see he's at high tide again, and he's still in nighttime. The last one is going to be a graph, and that'll be pretty useful. We're going to look and see that it's going low tide, and then it crests at high tide, then down to the trough for low tide. And we're going to let it run for one day. You see, each day has a high tide, 2 high tides, and 2 low tides. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's let it run another day. And you'll see that day has added 2 high tides, 1, 2, and 2 low tides, 1, 2. Every day has 2 high tides and 2 low tides, no matter what time of year it is or where the moon is. But there's going to be some changes that you'll see in how those go on. And we'll come back to that data. Other things, you can take a screenshot of the graph or the simulation by clicking the camera next to either one, and you can always reset it